In early 2014, the Islamic State was quickly gaining power and infamy. At the time, some US officials labeled the terror group as the country's greatest security threat, and according to a number of national polls, most of Americans agreed. But today, ISIS is struggling financially and has lost much of its territory in Iraq and Syria. So what happened? Is the Islamic State really losing the war? Well, the short answer is yes. The Islamic State's goal is to secure a global caliphate, which they hope to achieve by waging war, overthrowing foreign governments, and erasing existing borders. With land as their #1 objective, the group began taking over major cities and territories in Iraq and Syria in mid-2014. They took in billions of dollars by looting bank vaults, taxing and extorting residents, and selling stolen oil on the black market. Over the course of that year, ISIS extended its caliphate across more than 35,000 square miles. Combined, that's roughly the size of the US state of Maine. But in the years since, ISIS has somewhat fallen off. According to US government estimates, ISIS has lost nearly half of its holdings in Iraq and 20% in Syria. They've also lost major cities like Fallujah, Kobani, and Palmyra, and millions of dollars in the process, even cutting its soldiers' salaries in half. So what happened? Well, in August and September of 2014, a US-led coalition began arming rebel groups and carrying out airstrikes on ISIS strongholds. They also partnered with Kurdish and Iraqi armies on the ground to uproot the terror group from civilian areas. As a result of these efforts, the Islamic State has lost an estimated 45,000 fighters, as well as some of their highest-ranking officials, including their Minister of War, Chemical Weapons Specialist, and most recently, their Minister of Information. As the Islamic State's caliphate shrinks, so does its revenue. With less territory, the group has less taxes to collect, people to extort, banks to rob, and women to enslave and sell. What's more, a large portion of the group's oil infrastructure and cash deposits have been bombed, slashing one of their biggest sources of funding by more than 1/3. Additionally, the United States has slapped sanctions on some of the Islamic State's top donors and fundraisers. And new laws by the Iraqi government have made it almost impossible for the group to receive international funds from banks in their controlled territory. Nevertheless, the Islamic State continues to operate, mostly relying on tax income from the territories they do still control, one of which is Mosul, Iraq's second-largest city and a major source of oil. In September 2016, the Iraqi military launched an ambitious plan to retake this city, which some are calling ISIS's last major stronghold in Iraq. If they succeed, we could see the beginning of the end for the Islamic State's reign of terror. But even if we do see an end, it may already be too late. ISIS has killed thousands of people and destroyed major historical landmarks, leaving a permanent stain on Iraq and Syria. So, just how much history has ISIS destroyed? Find out in this video.
In August 2015, the Islamic State reportedly blew up a 2,000-year-old temple located in Syria. This is the latest in a long list of willfully destructive acts against cultural sites.
Thanks for watching Seeker Daily. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos every day.